Hey guys, Jody at Southern Seasons. Welcome to my channel. I would just love to thank all of you new subscribers and all your lovely comments. I am just tickled pink over this. And again, I would like to thank Liz for all the sweet things that she said about me. And I hope I got all my replies done to you. I'm going to be checking back today and make sure. But again, thank you for joining me. So today, I'm just going to show you my study. And yes, it's my study, it's not my husband's. When we moved here, he decided this room was too small, so he wanted to take one of the bedrooms for his study. So I took this one. And it is done in a Tuscan old world style. So come join me today, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to go into my study. It has double French doors walking in. And there is a fireplace here with two bookshelves on each side. Go to the floor. And this fireplace is actually double-sided. The other side is in the family room. And at first, I was going to lighten up this room, but I really didn't want to mess with all this woodwork. I mean, I love all the nice woodwork in here. And it would be very time-consuming to change it out to white. And I have this cabinet here. I've left it the way it is. It could use some sprucing up. I got it at Goodwill a few years back, and I think it was around $30, and it might even have been half off. I looked it up online, and it's for holding music. I guess that's why there's the musical instruments on the door. So this is a drawer here, and then the door opens up, and it has small shelves on it, and I guess it's for your sheet music to put on there. I just have some scrapbooking stuff on there, but I don't do scrapbooking. I just like to use the paper for other projects, and one good thing you can use the paper for is wrapping books, which I did over on the other side, which I'll show you. And this door here goes out to a deck, which I'll show you in a little bit. I really love all the decks and the wraparound porch that this house has. That was one thing that attracted me to it when we bought it. Oh, and here's my little dog Colby. He loves this blanket. I got this blanket for this chair. It's brown and white, and he kind of took it over, so I just let him lay in the chair. This is his favorite chair to lay in. And as you can see, he blends in very nicely with the blanket. Sometimes you can't even see him. So we'll go over here. There's two more bookcases on this side, across from the fireplace, and they don't go all the way to the ground, but they does have some nice wainscoting here. And over here is my desk, and this was my parents' desk. It's from the 1940s. It's a maple desk, and the top folds out where I set my laptop on. I'm still working on decorating the desk itself. And of course, this ugly thing next to the desk is our monitor for our security cameras out front. And that cabinet is just makeshift right now. It was something I was using in the laundry room. And until I can find something new, it's just going to have to be that way. So I was just going to show you a little bit closer up of this. I've done this more of a Tuscan style. The only thing I did in here, and I know it's kind of hard to see, is the walls. They really don't look this yellow. I painted this room, and just, whoops, there is some crown molding up here. And then I took a darker color and I just rag rolled it real lightly to give it an old world look. So we'll go over to this. We'll shut the door. You can kind of see. I can get back here enough. So let me show you some of the books that I covered. So like over here, these books, I just used some scrapbooking paper and covered them. These are actually some old children's books that I have. Oh, Colby, that's okay. and they're really colorful, so I thought it would look better to have a more neutral color that blended in. And I was going to show you my clock over here. This was my mom's grandfather's clock. It's a handmade clock, and I think it has 1899 written in pencil on the back when it was made. It doesn't work, of course, but it just sits on the shelf that matches, and there's a drawer right there. So this is pretty much it for my study. And now we will go on into the laundry room. Oh, I forgot to show you the deck. So we're going to go out here. There's still some snow out here. I haven't taken it off. There's actually a rug underneath here. And it's a little small deck here on the north side of our house, so it doesn't see too much sunlight. And here comes Bailey checking it out. So I normally have my my little table and chairs like this over here, but I haven't taken the snow off yet. And so this is that. And so now we will definitely go check out the laundry room. Okay, so here is my laundry room. The only thing I don't like about my laundry room is it's really small. In our last house I had a really nice sized laundry room. And what I did in here, besides paint, this laundry room was a dark gray color, which I really didn't like. And the cabinets were the basic builder's oak. So I painted my cabinets and antiqued them. And we'll come over here. And I already had this piece, and I was kind of going off of that design. And then at the sink, did the same thing. And we put a new countertop on and got a new sink and faucet. And I did this little backsplash area. It's actually just some wallpaper that is a beadboard that, if you follow my blog, I had done this in my craft room and on some of the other cabinets in the bathrooms. And this is real wood trim on here that my husband put on there, and then I painted it and antiqued it just like the cabinets. And then there's this tall cabinet here. It's more like a closet. And I took the door off because it's kind of hard to have the door in front of the cabinet when you need to get in front of it. And I put this little lamp here, and I was going to show you how I did this. There's actually an outlet inside the closet, and I've covered this up. I drilled a hole, good size hole, so that the cord would go through, and then I was just disguising it with the greenery, because it is nice to have a little bit more light when you're at the sink at night. And I love my little cow that I got from Decor Steels. And I also got this little shelf. It's actually a towel bar, but it works great for your paper towels. And they're right in place there. And I did go ahead and paint the trim in here. I just didn't want to touch the plantation shutter. It had the dark trim in here, and I thought it would be much better to have the light, so I did change out the trim since it was a small room. And let's see if we can go up here. It's kind of hard to see. I have a few decorations up here. I might be changing this out at some point. This is just what I threw up there from my last laundry room. And then over here, I have a couple things up on that cabinet. And the other thing that we did in here is it had a fluorescent light. And maybe if I can get up here, I don't want to blind anybody too much, that we put this light up instead. And I like it much better. It gives off a much better color than the fluorescent. Now, one thing I still want to do in here is on the top, I want to get some kind of a board to put across so I can set my baskets and stuff on there that I use. And we'll go down to this ugly little area here. I would love to have some kind of a cabinet in here to go underneath the piece of wood I want to do, or build something, you know, to. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of my study and my laundry room. And again, I want to thank all of you new subscribers and wishing everyone a very happy day. Goodbye.